I know.
We're recording.
I'm her substitute.
Do I need to unmute Bruce?
Yes, just
There we go. Okay, good evening, everybody. Borough of Ramsey. The Sine meeting for Monday, January 3rd, 2022 at 6:30 PM. Due to COVID-19, this meeting is being conducted telephonically with the dial-in number of 425-436-6365, access code 213563 hashtag. And you also may view the meeting on the Ramsey YouTube channel. May I please have the roll call?
Mayor Dillon,
Here.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Jones is not here, Councilman Kilman,
Here.
Councilman Weber,
here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Thank you. I will ask Councilwoman-elect Sarah Poppy to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the Mayor and Council was published in the Bergen Record on November 29th, 2021. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any approval of minutes. Do we have communications?
We do, Madam Mayor. I move that the communications listed on tonight's agenda be received and filed.
This is Councilwoman Cusick. I second.
Thank you. Any comment? I just want to make note regarding the letter from Tricia and Mike O'Malley. This has been referred to the Building, Planning, and Zoning Committee for review and perhaps some recommendations. Thank you. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Weber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. Consent resolutions.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Be it resolved that resolutions 236-2021 and 237-2021, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey, be and are hereby passed and approved.
Madam Mayor, I second.
Thank you. Any comments? Not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Weber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll open it up to public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name and address as a courtesy to all present. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker. Please note, public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all present, there will be no interruptions or questions answered during your time. No time shall be ceded to anyone else, and no time shall be saved for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or as directed by the chair. The Borough Clerk is the official timekeeper. Okay, we do not have anybody in council chambers for public comment other than Councilwoman-elect Poppy, who does not look like she wants to make any comments at this time. All right, is there anyone on the line telephonically who's dialed into the meeting who would like to make a comment? Okay, not hearing anyone. Second call for public comment. Third call for public comment. All right, since I've not heard anyone after 3 calls for public comment, I will close public comment session. Do we have any unfinished business? No, for new business, we do need to review the 2022 reorganization meeting agenda. Everybody have their agenda in front of them. Okay.
Mayor, do you want to go through? You want me to?
Could you please,
Sure.
Borough Administrator Bose?
Okay.
Bruce, do you need the phone?
No, I think I'm all right. It'll be all right. So you should have a copy of the agenda with indications for resolutions and motions and seconds. So resolution number 1, Mike will move it, Judy will second. Then the mayor will open up nominations for council president, and Harry is going to make a motion with Mike as the second. Then you'll go through, voice vote for council president, declaration of council president, and then there will be remarks by the newly elected council members or re-elected council members. So Councilman Kilman and then Councilwoman Poppy, and then the council president would make any additional remarks. After that, on page 3 of your agenda, you'll have planning board nomination for the class 3 member, which is a member of the council. Jane will make that motion, Mike again will second, and then you'll vote on that. Turning over to page 4, we start with some of the annual resolutions. Mike, you're gonna make that motion. It's gonna group resolutions 2 and 3 together, both the meeting schedule and the procedures manual. Judy, you second that. Moving forward, we have 3 resolutions in a row that Peter will move as Chair of Public Safety with Harry as the second. We'll read the names of the officers, line officers, and administrative officers for the fire department, the rescue squad, and the ambulance squad.
Okay, and who reads the names? Peter, does Peter or do I?
Peter does as part of the resolution,
Okay,
because these are not like your appointments, they're.
perfect.
All right. But don't worry, because once then we get through those 3 resolutions, Mayor, you have plenty of reading to do.
I have plenty of things to
This is
do,
your
huh?
pause to take a sip of water.
Yeah.
You will be making the appointments listed on the agenda on pages 9, 10, then the council, the committee appointments that do not require council consent on pages 10, 11, 12.
Mhm.
And then on page 12, after those appointments are made by the mayor, the council members who have not yet spoken will, can present their remarks at that point in time. So the Councilwoman Cusick, Councilman Guttwitter, Councilman Weber, and Councilwoman Woods. After those remarks, we'll move to the additional resolutions on appointments. The mayor will make the appointment, and then the council member will read the resolution as indicated, confirming the mayor's appointments. So, for instance, Resolution 7, Jane as the liaison will make that motion, Judy will second. And so on 8 is Judy with Peter as a second, and then design review, Jane and Judy. Pool, Mike and Sarah. Board of Health, Peter and Harry. And then we move after all the board appointments and confirmations from the council. We have a number of annual resolutions that will be grouped together, 12 through 22. Mike, you will move them with Judy as the second. These are annual appointments designating newspaper, financial institutions of the borough, things like that, the auditors, professionals, and whatnot. So basically, pages 15 through page 21
One.
will be grouped together. Then on page 22, these are the appointments of the borough employees. Mike, you'll make that motion. You do not need to read all the names. You'll just make the motion, and then as part of the resolution, you'll just indicate that it's the appointments of borough employees as listed on the agenda and hereby confirmed. Okay? So that would be resolution 23. Peter, back to you for public safety on Office of Emergency Management with resolution 24. You'll read the names. Harry will do the second for the OEM appointments. Resolution 25 is another public safety thing for the Emergency Management Local Emergency Planning Committee. I would not read the names there and just say as listed in the agenda. There's a fair amount of them, multiple representatives from different organizations. Then on page 26 is resolution 26, which again will group together the 26 through 29 resolutions with Mike moving it, Sarah seconding it, and that will bring us to the county, the council committee responsibilities of the chairs and the members, which the mayor on page 27 will announce those committee responsibilities, as well as page 28, the mayor will list the liaisons to each commission and board and commission. And then, Mayor, you haven't talked enough with all what you have to do. You have remarks to conclude the meeting prior to public comment on page 29. And then public comment and any new business. That should be our
All right.
agenda for this evening.
And I think with the terms, you can say, I think it says there, but as listed on the agenda.
Yeah, for boards
You
and
could just say
commissions,
names,
rather than read, because all of them obviously start this year unless it's an
Fill in.
expired term, so
Right.
I would just say, as indicated on the agenda.
Wait, so I'm not reading them?
The term. I would
Oh, the
read
term,
name,
yeah, you
but
don't read the
not-
term,
not
right.
their term runs from this year.
Oh,
to that
correct.
year, Just, that'll be
Oh,
on the agenda.
correct.
To make her,
You're here all year, okay.
Sarah goes up there after,
oh, May.
Sarah goes up
For-
as soon as this meeting concludes,
Yeah.
before the other one
You're
starts.
nominated.
she has,
I have to say that.
Yeah,
So I was like,
She has- Yes, it's back.
oh, okay.
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Mayor?
No, so resolution number 2 and 3 are Mike and Judy?
Yes, we're gonna group them together.
Okay,
Zoom.
got it. Got it, thank you. And one thing for everybody note, there is no council meeting on January 12th.
Right.
You'll see the meeting schedule there. There's a couple Mondays or fifth Wednesdays. Similar to what we've done in the past, and one December meeting. And again, both November meetings, based on the way the holidays fall with Thanksgiving and
Election day.
Election Day and everything else, we've moved to the second and fourth Mondays in November.
Okay. And for like resolution 4 and 5, they do the resolution, Peter reads the names, and then Harry does the second
Correct.
after the names have been read.
Yeah,
Okay, then I do roll call.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
that'll be the same, obviously, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay,
I did more talking at that meeting, Peter, than I did the rest of the year.
I know, this is, I think I've got most of the names.
All right.
all right.
Do we want to, if there's nothing else, adjourn, signing up?
Do we have a motion to adjourn the Sine Die meeting?
Motion to adjourn the Sunday die meeting.
Second?
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick.
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter.
yes.
Councilman Kilman.
Yes.
Councilman Weber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Hey, thank you. Well, we're adjourned until 7 o'clock.
2021 is
I would
officially
just
over.
say, if there's anyone on the phone, you will have to redial into the reorganization meeting, because we're gonna disengage the
Yeah.
call now.
They're having problems here. You have to if you're on the phone, you have to redial into the phone because we're ending Sunday and we're going into the regular meeting at 7. They can't hear you. Getting-
Okay, folks, if you're on the line, the Sine Die meeting is over, so we're going to take a break until 7 o'clock when the regular reorganization meeting starts. At this point, we're going to cut the line, so if you do want to participate or at least listen to the meeting at 7 o'clock, please dial in a few minutes before 7 o'clock. Thanks so much.